Hi, lovelies. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Be So Light. My name is Felicia, as well as Priestess Makala and Niana. You pick and choose. It still comes back to me. So let's talk, shall we? Tomorrow's winter solstice, 12/21. So now I'm sitting here saying to myself, okay, what do I want to do? How do I want to do this? So, okay. So I have this in here, my webpage, so that you can go to it. Tomorrow. I will be on here um, doing, I haven't been told yet if it's going to be reads or doing little mini spiral light healings because I would only be able to do so many of the spiral light healings. So, and that means just doing the clearing. It stays with you for 3 days, just working with you. So I haven't decided yet um, what feels more aligned, if it's going to be reads or if it's going to be a spiral light thing. I think I'm going to do the spiral light in a online type of thing, a web page, a website, not website, a webinar. Can't get my thoughts together today. So today, what I'm doing is I am going to do an as above, so below read. If you happen to pop on here and you like to have me pull a couple cards for you, I'd be more than happy to do that. That's my personal um, Yule gift to all of you to say thank you for being supportive of my channel. Thank you for coming and being a part of the tribe. There's a lot going on. So let's talk about this one thing that's going on very much so, besides body pain stuff. Let's talk about the money. And I'm going to say something, and I kind of did want to say it, but I don't know. I just feel like I want to say it. Hi, darling. How are you? Glad you're here. I'm going to try to say this and be really nice. Okay. First of all, I'm going to go into my galactic priestess self. I'm going to go into the galactic spiral light priestess. So let me slip into that because I explained yesterday. If you didn't see that video about the key, you need to go watch that because I had a very important message in there. And let me tell you something. I got tagged in a very unique way and I figured it out. It's a code. So they coded my video because of what I was saying. They didn't take it down. They didn't send me a note. They coded it with two different type of numbers. Now my video was only 47 minutes long, but they have it when you go click onto it, it says an hour and 24 minutes and 54 seconds. I said, "Well, where the hell was I for 30 minutes? Did I disappear in front of in front of the camera? Was I not there? Cuz my thing says 47 minutes because my laptop went off. The battery just went boom. And I was like, "Oh, what's going on? Okay, the energy's been really high. Phone batteries are taking more time. You have to keep charging things. Your laptop batteries are forget it. It's not going to happen. Just plug the sucker in and be done with it." So I'm like, okay. So what I talked about, I got code. They code tagged the video. And I've been kind of paying attention, waiting to see what's the weird thing that's going to step out. So let's talk about the money. But first, has anybody seen the new thing with Cat Bond? I used to like her back in the day because she's very goth and she's tattoo artist. She was very doing her thing. She, was flowing in life. She was doing all her stuff. And then today, because she got baptized, I noticed something because Leo King talked about this. He says, watch out because they're going to start this whole rigmarole, this heavy, it's going to be like witch hunting stuff again. I said, oh, we don't have time for that type of timeline. We just don't have time for that. Oh, look it up. Trust me. You'll know who she is when you see her picture. You'll say, "Oh yeah, that's the lady that had that show, the tattoo artist show." So she's she said something to that was not okay. I mean, she said it. Everyone has free will to say and speak, so I'm going to use my free will. But she said something that was. She said all spiritual light worker people are always broke. They never have money, and they're always miserable. So I kind of looked at that and I was like, and she says, but when I looked at my Christian friends, they weren't having that problem. Okay, so let me be proper priestess here. I don't know. Is it my imagination that back in the day when I went to church all the time and I was there in the churches that I was going to, they were always passing around the offering bowl or the hat or the tray. So you had to put money in it. Any donation you can give us would be welcome. And this is where, in some religion churches, you see them in their nice, lavish homes, driving their nice cars. But where did they get the money from? They took it from the people. So if they were really people that were prosperous, they wouldn't need the people's money. They wouldn't be sending out an offering bowl or something for offering. I'm sorry, it's correct me if I'm wrong, but do you understand what I'm saying? So that was a false statement that was being said. And I was just like, allegedly, that's what she was saying. I'm like, I better say allegedly. I'm not very good at that allegedly game thing because I'm sorry, I just say things like it is. I've been getting in trouble all my life because I say it like it is. Yeah, I say it like it is. All the doctors I work with, I say it like it is. All the corporate head managers, I come on now. Who do you know can sit in front of a corporate manager and she's writing you up because you didn't have something organized just the way she wanted it for the meeting, and you look at her and say, "Is that all you got time to do? Is nitpick on me and write me up? How's that making you feel? Does it make your day?" Well, we're going to make a copy of this form and give it to you that we wrote you up and da 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 da. I said, why? Am I going to go home and put it on a wall and hang it up on it and frame it? No, you're wasting my time. I got other patients to see. I got to go. It still stands. You're not doing right. said it. And then she looks at the other corporate manager and says, "Do you see what I have to put up with?" I said, "Don't look at her and try to get validation. I'm sitting right here in front of you. I'm speaking my truth. Don't look at her to try to get validation." And the other manager just put her head down, like, "Wait, I can't help you with this one." They did not fire me or anything. I just spoke up to her. God rest her soul. You know, that's what I'm saying. See how it is? Yes. I'm sorry. I just don't have time to sugarcoat stuff for you so you can go to the dentist and have your cavities taken care of because I sugarcoated something. I'm not doing that. Mm. So I'm watching that. And there was another person who switched off and did something like that, who was she had her own cards and stuff, and God, what was her name? Oh, she was huge. And when she left the community, kind of funny how it's repeating again with somebody else doing that, because that was right around the time when we were getting ready to go into, I think it was in 2018. And she announced that she wasn't going to do this, to throw all her books and her cards and stuff out because they were of the devil and all that. I'm like, come on now. No, you went over there because it was money. They're paying you for that. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Anyway, that's enough of what I'm saying there. I digress for a split moment. It was all alleged. No, it wasn't. Anyway, what do we not know what time it is? We do. I don't have time. Do you have time for nonsense like that? I, you know what? I wish I would have been there when that statement would have been said. I would have stood up and said something, and it would have been .com. All right, all right, all right. So, are you ready to hear a little story of something weird that happened today? When I talk about the money, so all light workers that I know are having this weird thing show up with money. Either your money and your business had just slowed down. I know. Either your money just slowed down all of a sudden, or you have some kind of mishap, weird thing happen in your bank, or you were supposed to get something and something was supposed to go in and your card thing wasn't working, or something happened. Okay. Something weird. Everyone's getting a, how do I put it? You're being shown the chaos of the money, of what we won't have anymore, of this old currency that is not current. Ooh, ooh, feel that one. That's why it's having difficulty getting to where it is because it's not current anymore. That's good. I gotta write that one down because that just came through because it's not current anymore. Write down. If you are having money problems and bank issues and bills are being taken out early before their due date, all state, and it messes up your account because you were waiting on other currency to get in there to take care of things and it hasn't shown up yet. So the currency that we are leaving is no longer current. It is no longer a current energy. Ooh, how does that make you feel when you hear it like that? The currency that we have been so used to being enslaved into is no longer current. Even Cleo says that's right. That's right. It's not current. It's no longer current. So if you're having like hiccups in your money flow and things are getting kind of weird, that's why. Okay. Because it's not fitting the timeline, which is showing us that we are actually moving out of that timeline. We're moving out of the timeline regardless of what's happening with the energies that are trying to keep that timeline. That it's not going to fit. So I was like in this, man, are you kidding me? I can't believe this. I'm not used to this. This is something I had going on when I was married to my ex-husband. Weird stuff like that. What is this? So no, mm-mm. No, it won't. It won't. It's not. It's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because that's what they want to imprint on you to believe. Okay. That's what they want to imprint. We have had this before in other systems, galactic systems, where we come from. This one actually enslaves you from the time that you're born until the time you die. You're owing that stock market money from the time you're born to the time you die. They already put it on you when you get a social security number or when you get your birth certificate. They already put it on you. Okay. We have to be very aware and alert to how we are allowing certain energies to imprint a belief. Okay. This is a whole new ball of wax time now. We have the permission of ourselves to kick things out. Yeah, exactly. So we can trade up and kick that energy out. This is the game. They want to imprint still the holding belief and fear upon us. Oh, fear, I don't have enough money to pay my bills. Oh, fear. So you go in this whole panic mode, trying to figure out where you're going to get the money. Da, 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 da. When all you have to do is breathe, hold your space, and shift. Okay. So I'm kind of trying to figure out how I want to tell this, what happened, because you have to go to my web page and go to my WordPress. Go to the WordPress thing. And read my current article that I just put up about the cosmic grandmothers. Now, I met the cosmic grandmothers about 3 or 4 years ago, right before the whole lockdown thing, because it was up in Shasta. And it was me, Tara, and Carrie, all three of us. So we were up there. We were up at it's not open anymore. The bath place that used to be open up there. And we stayed the night in the cabin. I laid down. They have beautiful rivers that run through there. Yeah, I was really sad when they closed that place. It just really, because they had the hot, steamy tubs that you can go into and do your steams, and they had the hot um, um, steam room that you can be into, the steam. They burned the oak fire, and oh man, it was just such a nice place. And then they closed it. They were having issues trying to run it. So um, Stewart Springs. There it is, Stewart Springs. So I'm there. I lay down. I'm going to sleep, and all of a sudden, I don't feel like I'm in my bed anymore. I feel I can see myself sleeping, but I don't feel like I'm there. I'm taken with these grandmothers into onto a raft floating down the river, going, and it was totally different. Seeing different chiefs, medicine healers, and different ancestors that were standing on the side of the river as I was coming down. And the grandmothers brought me up to this one teepee that had the grandfather in there and the grandmother, all different walks of life, all different cosmic ones. And the cosmic grandmothers wore these shawls, and each shawl was alive. Okay, so like grandmother um, lightning, her shawl was like cosmic with the stars and blacking out. It had lightning bolts that were shooting throughout her shawl. Grandmother of the butterflies, she had the butterflies and natures of flowers and things moving throughout her shawl, and the butterflies were flying through her shawl. Then there was a grandmother of the cosmos, which had the planets, had a sun and the moon on it, and the stars were moving and rotating through her shawl. And then there was the grandmother, thing I want to say of Earth, and it just had like the Earth energy, the different type of countries and everything on it. So I thought that was really kind of cool when I saw that, and it was moving through their shaws. So long story short, that's always been with me. So I started making um, these dolls, and one of the dolls I talked about it. I wanted to make, and I wanted to gift Deb one for her birthday, but she passed away before I could give it to her. So I've been kind of like him hawing around if I was going to bring these up and say anything, if I was going to show anything about him. So to bring back something interesting, and these are not for sale. I'm making other ones, but these are not for sale. So these are the cosmic grandmothers, handmade by me, and this one is actually Deb's that I was going to give her, and because she was very much so into the fleur de lis, just like I was. And I adorned it with all of her favorite things that she liked, and they're handmade with the yarn. So it's up on my webpage, and I only posted two of them up there, but they're not for sale. I will make and design only four of them, and these will be available each time I post. You can't purchase it yet until I have one of them done. Then I will take a picture of it and say that that it's ready, and who would like to purchase it. Now, you're probably saying, well, it looks like some kind of voodoo doll or something. Don't you call this no voodoo doll. That's not what this is. I don't practice voodoo. I don't work voodoo. But with this being a cosmic grandmother, it is the weirdest thing would happen. So I'm dealing with all the bank stuff that mysteriously happened today for no reason. And I was like, what the heck? So I go and I was picking up the doll and I pick it up and I'm not saying anything. I'm just thinking, okay, well, all I need to do is just get this amount of money, blah, 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 and just put that there and it'll be fine. I just want give me $100. That's all I need. So I said in my mind. Went on about my business, forgot about it. Said I'll take care of it when I get back. Not even an hour. This is what I did. And I thought it was the weirdest thing. They all come with their pouch. Okay. And I took 4 quarters and put it in the pouch. And I said, may this return 10,000 times back to me. So I said, hey, how's it going? How are you? Hey, stopping by. Oh, you dropped some stuff off. Oh, okay. Oh, this is for you. What? 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 What's this? Oh, yeah, yeah, we wanted to bring you something. I'm like, oh, okay. And I open it up, and it was exactly what I asked for. Not even a full hour. That fast. Not only did that happen, then there was another amount given on top of that for later. I kind of just, how you just kind of have a moment where you just say, what? That made me say, what do, what do, what do, what do, what did I do? So I said, okay. And then I heard very clearly, it's time. And I said, okay. Because first I was calling them bandana dolls, and then I was calling them this, and I was like, that doesn't fit. And then right before we started getting closer and closer to winter solstice, I heard very clearly, we are the cosmic grandmothers. This is the energy we represent. I said, oh, I love that. So I am the one that designed these, the cosmic grandmother dolls, made of yarn. And you, if you ever purchase one or order one, you take and you would darn it yourself. You make it special yourself. I just make it and send it to you. And I'm really happy with them because they stand. Not going to give all my tricks of the trades away, but it really doesn't matter because once you get it, you can check it out for yourself. Um, but it's really a nice crafty thing to do. So they come with a crystal, and that's it. You get to put your own necklace on it if you want to. You get to put your own charms on it if you want to. Like she has this one. But these are the cosmic grandmothers. And that makes sense why it doesn't have like a face drawn on it and everything, because we would get lost in the look of it, but they all have just their yarn face. That's it. And have their yarn hair and their big dresses. So, just in case they want to use that as a thumbnail. um, so that came up, and I was like, okay, I got it. I got it. So, I'm happy to finally have that door because I had to wait until I got to a certain time for me to talk about them. And they said, now's the time. And I said, okay. So I've been quiet about it. And I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and talk about it now. So it is on my WordPress, which is on my webpage. And you get to read about them and what they are and what the energies are, how they are. But these particular ones, I have um, the 5 of them because Deb's doll makes 5. These that I do have are not for sale because they all represent an element of plant medicine, an element of health and prosperity, an element of spirit creation, um, and then the element of wisdom. So those are the elemental energies of them. So, with that being said, should we go ahead and take a look at the cards? Okay. So, tomorrow I will be on here for winter solstice, and I haven't gotten a clear if I'm going to be just doing reads, um, or if I'm going to be doing little mini spiral light clearings and healings. So I will be on here. And then I'll probably be on here also during the full moon. I think that's on the 26th. I'll have to wait and see on that one. Thank you for the love. But yeah, it's been a weird thing. But I'm really happy with them. It takes time to make. These are not something that you're going to find sitting up in a store somewhere. But when that happened today, I was just like, I started kind of laughing. I said, "What? No." And it'll be a signature spiral put into the doll. That's how you'll know it's truly from me. I'm the one that made it. So, and the medicine that goes into making them, you have to put certain frequency codes in them. That's what I do. All right. As above, so below. Let's take a look. We're just going to look at the energy for right now. Where are we energetically? And how is that energy showing up here on the earth plane for us? What is the frequency in the number? And crystal. All right. First one is, we're dealing with authority. Authority. We got that 4, authority energy. Ooh. Now, I kind of pay attention to this because he does have the halo. And then he does have the purple here, the cloak. He's got the temples here. So, what are we feeling like the authority? Is it something of the past authority? Because then we step into a number 6 of the third eye. What are we seeing? What is the authority causing us to look at? I like that. Because then it's all about, now, you guys, look at this. Look at this. This is crazy. Okay. What numbers are these? You got a 4 and a 6, right? Number 46. Domestic harmony. Now, this is how you know that the cards are talking to each other when they start coding themselves into another card. So now they brought the 4 and the 6 over to one card that's going to talk about domestic harmony. It's crazy. And then the crystals, number 25, love, is going to be rose quartz. Oh, yes, gotta love me some rose quartz. Whoa, look what just happened. Okay. So this is really kind of cool. I like this. Let's take another dive in. I don't know who's in. Who's in? Who's still watching? Mr. Bronx, is that still you? Do I need to pull cards for you, dear? I always get somebody mysteriously watching me. But guess what? You're watching me, right? I see you. Yeah, I was couldn't believe she said that. I'm like, what? What's this lady saying? Okay, so now we have, this is interesting. We have the authority and then we have the emotional loss. So what's the emotional loss? What's the emotional loss? And then with the third eye, we have, interesting, number 3, the nurture, about being nurtured. Then for domestic harmony, we got card number 44, environment. Ooh, environment. What's going on with the environment? And then the card that talks about the love and number 25, we have number 2, spirit guides. Doesn't get any clearer than that. So that's what's going on with this. I like that. And there's nothing else that needs to be said. I like it. So those are the things that's happened today. The currency just does not currently fit anymore. And I went to a store, I think it was over the weekend. And I gave the guy $100 bill. I said, here you go. And he goes, I got to check these. No, I gave him a $20 bill. And that's right. I was picking up my nachos. Can't help myself. I had to have some traditional food. So I give him the 20 and he goes, I have to check them now. And I go, what's going on with the 20s? Said, well, a couple days ago, we had a couple in here eating. It was 2 elderly ladies. They were sitting at the table. And I went to the back and I was going to come back and give them their, what they owed for their bill. But they had got up and left really fast. And they left the, like, 3 $20 bills on the table, but they were gone. So I went ahead and got them, and I was looking at them. They felt kind of weird. So one of the other um, waiters took it and put water on it, and the whole thing came off, and it wasn't a real bill. So all 3 of them were just fake money. And I said, "Oh," he goes, "Yeah," and they were gone already. So they got it. I said, "Well, the money's fake anyway." I understand what they did. I know they just came and took your food and they paid with fake money. They just didn't wait for anybody else to press it all out. The money's fake anyway. The money has no value at all. We're the last ones still holding the bag, holding everything else up. He just kind of smiled. He goes, I said, they could have left you monopoly money. At least you would have known what you're going to be renting. So it's just like, yeah, I know, but I check it. I said, did mine pass? Did anything come off? He goes, no, yours was good. I said, of course it was. Of course it's good, but it's still fake. It really truly is. The current is no longer current for us because we are supposed to be evolved enough to be able to um, live a true higher being life. Like back in the day in Lemuria and back in the day of Atlantis, they didn't have the money thing going on. They traded with what their knowledge was. Things were already provided for their people, nothing to worry about. Somebody got sick, they got the healer. Healer would come and check on everyone, run the diagnosis, run them through the scan to check the body to see what was going on, because everyone had different molecular chemistry. And that's how we dealt with things. Everybody has something to move and to give. When we watched the movie Avatar, did any money get passed around? Was there any money? No, they were busy teaching and acknowledge in medicine and harmony together. Wakanda, was there any money being passed around other than them trying to steal something? No. Think about it. They show you how it really is supposed to be, but they keep us locked in with the currency that is no longer current. It doesn't flow anymore. So I invite each and every one of you to start looking at how you want to upgrade into that. Do you want to use silver? Do you want to use your own way of cultivating and trading for your work? However, everything comes down, everything is going to flip. Those of us that have always wanted to be paid well for our services and what we do and how we are in the way that we walk, especially being a priestess, especially those being healers, being shamans, being way showers, all of those, that's our time. Our time's coming up into the now state. We're coming up into that. But we have to remember the currency is not current. If we're moving forward, how can something that we've been indoctrinated into keep coming with us? It has to change. It has to go down. And here's the thing, nobody really knows how it's all going to turn out. We have a lot of people setting up what it's going to be, but nobody knows for sure. No one can guarantee you. I said, it's going to be like this, guaranteed. Who's anybody saying that? No, everybody's doing this guessing. And one of the things that kind of caught me off guard, I was just like, so you want me to learn about how to have my own, set up my own bank of myself? Okay, I'm more than happy to learn about that. Oh, but you're going to charge me how much in order to get started to understand what it is? Oh, but by the time I finish paying you close to $4,000, I should understand very well how to run my own bank. But who's really making the bank? You're making the bank off of me paying you that money. When really, if you were a true way shower, you would be showing people how to do it for free. That's how it should be. Because if that's where we're going, and you know it for sure, you should be showing people for free. But no, instead you got to take these classes, got to buy this package. Really? Hi, State of Bliss. Oh, you know what, darling? I'm gonna tell you something. I got this from Rock Mama. Rock Mama off of Power End Road here in down in Sacramento. And I was him hawing around in there. That's the day when I had gotten my little um little broom, purple broom. And I was walking around in Rock Mama's store, and they had some really pretty artwork in there, some pretty necklaces in there. I picked up one piece that was really nice and I was going to get it. Spirit was like, no, put that down. That's not the one you need. And I was like, oh, but I really like it. No, put it down. I'm like, "Oh, okay, fine." Put it down. And I walk over, and then Spirit says, look down. And I go, oh, ooh. And this is where we're going. We're going to the tree of life. So if you get anything with the tree of life on it, get that. This is the aventurine. It has all this amethyst, some tiger eyes, some carnelian, some quartz, and then it's wire wrapped copper in the back. So I was like, yes. And it's got a nice weight on it too. Hi, hi, hi. Yes, it is. This is something you want to have. Okay, I just finished talking about those of us who are experiencing unusual money issues. If you're doing your healing work and say all of a sudden, well, I know it's going to slow down because it's the holidays. And a lot of people are not booking things for healing works and all this stuff. They might get certificates for the healing works for their loved ones and stuff if they're open to it. But things are getting ready to change, lovelies. Because remember back in the day how hard it used to be to get people to come and get a freaking massage? That's too woo woo for me, or what's Reiki? That's woo woo, Remember how they would always woo woo us? They just always woo woo with us. Now the woo is going to be like, did you come and get woo wooed today? I want to get woo wooed. People are going to be like, did you get woo wooed today? People are going to be into the woo woo. So true. Yes. This retrograde is crazy, isn't it? I was watching Sage Goddess yesterday. I've never seen her have so many problems. The energy just kept bumping her off, and she had to get reset. She had to get set up 3 times during her live. I've watched her for a long time, never seen her have that problem. I say, yeah, this is showing how the energies are moving. You're here, oh, it's light. Oh, it's light up. Nope, not happening. So yeah, I thought it was really a weird thing. Had someone throw, you know what? Cyber magic, and however they're doing that, is not really something you can consent to. Don't consent to it. You know, anyone that gets onto your social media platform, like me doing a live, any of my friends that do their business lives and all this stuff, we get on here. That is always going to be someone that can see you, they can say something, but that's just a a 3D outline of you. That's not the real you in the flesh. Okay. So at the end of the day, Levy, you need to make sure you cut the hooks and cords of everybody that's watching and just cut those cords at night. So I'm glad you're getting the information. Take what resonates with you and what doesn't, leave the rest. But be at peace. Much love to you. Behave yourself. Don't come dancing up in here. Somebody once, when I first got started on here, I had some guy that was sending all these hot girl something this, hot girl that, and he kept doing it. And I literally called him out and I said, hey, hot boy, you, hot man, you, stop putting that stuff up on my screen. Stop dancing up in my space because you don't know whose space you're dancing up into. You might not like who you meet. I walk with many spirits. I walk with a lot of ancestors. And I walk with a lot of dragons. You might not want to be in my space doing that. Never saw him again. Never saw him again. Yeah, just kind of crazy stuff coming in there. But this is the times we live in, you know. But also make sure if you do like jewelry pieces like this, start looking for those pieces that have like the tree of life in it, and it feels good. Because the piece that I was looking at is kind of bronzy, had a nice amethyst in it with a moonstone. I was looking at this piece and I was like, wow, that's really unique piece. But and then I was like that. Oh, and then are you ready, lovelies? Are you ready? Can I show it to you? See, see, yes, show it to us. Look at this. I fell in love with this when I saw it. It was on a clearance table, and I'm a huge labradorite fan. I'm into it because this is stone of magic, a stone of connection. It's a good stone to even have in your bed next to your head when you're sleeping because it's very shielding. Yeah, isn't it gorgeous? I love that how it shines. And she had it on a table. It was regular. I think it was regular $33, and she had 50% off, and I got it for 15. And it was just yelling at me and said, "Please take me home. Please, please take me home." It's like, "Don't worry, I'll protect you. I'm the crystal keeper. I'll take you home." So, and even at nighttime when you're sleeping, making sure that your bed is in order, okay? Especially now, because the energy is sky high, okay? You need to make sure all healers, way shores, all of you need to make sure your bed is in order when you're sleeping, because you want to make sure you have like your black tourmaline with quartz with it. Thank you for the love. Um, Make sure you have your selenite in your bed. I have it at the head, I have it at the feet. Okay. And all four corners of my bed has the black tourmaline and the quartz. And in the center of your bed, you can make a beautiful symbol, a healing symbol for yourself. If you do Reiki, you can lay that, put it on a piece of cloth, place it on your mattress, put your fitted sheet on top of it, and then have that. Now, I'm going to tell you what's good about it. When you do your bed like this and you make it like this is a medicine bed. It's a healing bed. Okay. The way you know it's a healing bed is if your cats can't stay off of it and they find where the stones are and they lay on them. That's how you know. So drained by people pulling money. Don't let them pull your energy, hon. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just, you know, the other day I actually had weird energy where it was coming and I was feeling like, oh, what's wrong with me? And I had to go like this. Wait, let me check in. Is that my energy I'm feeling? Or is that something else passing through? Is that my energy? No. Is that something I don't consent? When you say the word I don't consent to you, I don't consent to you, then watch and see what happens. As soon as you say I don't consent to that energy, I don't consent to this negative energy. As soon as you say those words, it's like the negative energy. Okay, here's you. Here's the negative energy, and then you say, "I'm sorry, I don't consent to that." But if you stay in the negativity, then it's like until you say, "I don't consent to that." Works. I don't consent to it. At night, I make sure when I'm laying in my bed, I say, "I don't consent to draconian and archon energy and your artificial frequency machine. I don't consent to it." When I say that, wrapped into my endings and prayers of the days and my gratitudes, that's how I end it out. I don't consent to your stuff. I don't consent to it. Okay. I pulled back, but there. No, just don't consent to it. Don't consent to it at all. You'll know. And this is tomorrow we have the winter solstice portal to step through. So that 12, then 21, but still 3 3. We still have that energy that we're stepping into. Okay. So this is the time you need to make sure that, you know what, Nikki, gosh, you sound like a woman that I used to know. Her name was Nikki. She's the woman that changed my life. She was a card reader, and she was gothic. She was a goth girl, and she did back in the day. There was this place in Sacramento called Her Place, and it was a crystal candle card place where women could come and do readings for clients and stuff. And Nikki was like the gothic card reader, and I learned from her the power of the number 9. That woman changed my freaking life. And it was all because I had left my ex-husband. I was trying to get a divorce from him, but I couldn't get a divorce from him, and things were always getting hung up with him. And you should have a Botanica. Um, this place was awesome. And I hated the day when she closed. See, we had Her Place. Then we had Mystic Candle Shop off of Franklin Boulevard. That was a traditional Botanica place. Traditional. And Mr. Keys, everybody knew Mr. Keys. His name even spoke of him, Mr. Keys. When you walked into his Botanica, it was like, I remember when I first walked into his store. Bless his heart, bless his soul. And I was just coming out of my Catholic, Jehovah Witness, Presbyterian, Seventh-day Adventist, Evangeline, church hopping. Anyway, I was coming out of that. But I was still like trying to figure out, I don't understand. And I remember when I walked into his store, and I saw his candles, and I was like, I've never seen so many candles before in my life, of all the different colors, all the different styles. I was like, wow, I love these candles. And I remember him standing at this counter. He was kind of laughing at me. He goes, "You're funny. You're cute. When are you gonna wake up?" But I learned a lot from him, and he just had that. I haven't found anybody that has had that same vibe like he has. Now we're blessed. We have Shango Botanica. Now Shango Botanica is in West Sac, and then in the Rancho Cordova area, and then in Reno area. And they are nice. They have loads of candles. All of them are really good. Oils and their herbs, all of that. Yes, I love their store. I love it. Um, but tomorrow I'll be on here, and I think I'll probably come on around noon. That'll probably be the best time to do it. I'll come on probably a little bit before noon and get set up. And I'm just going to do card reads as a gift. If you want to have a card read, great. If you got something going on and you would like to have a mini spiral light healing technique done on you, I will offer that. But that's going to be my day of doing a giveaway. Normally, I take off and I go up to the mountains. I go up to Shasta, go do my thing, da 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 da. But I've been healing this pulled muscle thing. A lot of us are going through recalibration in your muscles and your bones and your joints. Unexplained swelling, unexplained pain. You're lethargic, you're tired, you're falling asleep, you're crying, you're trying to eat, not eat, you're drinking water like crazy, and then you're not thirsty, then you're up all night, and then you're getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, then you're like, what the hell? And then what is that I just saw just now? And what's that noise? And what's coming down? Why am I seeing golden light? What's happened? Yeah, all that stuff that's going on. Yeah, yeah. We're going through ascension. Did I sum it up for everybody? Is everybody having it? But I'm still, can't do that 3 hour and a half drive yet. So I have to wait, and I don't want to throw everything out. Oh, okay, good. I'm glad I covered it all. That 3 o'clock in the morning crap. I'm at the point where I wake up and I'm like, do I need to just start singing Kumbaya? What the hell? So I slip into a prayer. I slip into a quick thought for something for somebody, sending them some love or something, some healing. And then if I go and I peek out the window, I peek out the bedroom window, and I take a look at the sky. I take a look at what's going on. So I'm gonna leave you with this tidbit. We got all this strange weather stuff going on. Like yesterday, out of nowhere, a thunderstorm shows up. I'm like, what? I said there was no mention of a thunderstorm coming. Then later I see it. Oh, thunder and lightning is present in the area. I'm like, you think? So this is what I heard, and I find it to be true. So you know how the storms just come in? You get your lightning, you get your thundering. Okay, pay attention to that. Now, lightning back in the day, it used to just come down, you know, it's making contact. We still see that, but we're seeing more of the sheet flashing light. Okay, that sheet light. That's what we had last night. So I said, okay, the rain is really coming down, but if we start to see hail all of a sudden, like it starts hailing, that's a spaceship in the area because their magnetic energy of their ships spin everything too fast and makes hailstones. So just a little something, something, something to pay attention to if all of a sudden it just starts hailing for some odd reason. Look up and see in a safe place, see if you see a weird shadow formation cloud. And if the lights start flickering a lot. hmm just I don't know, just FYI information. So, lovelies, I will be on tomorrow. Yes, you have to, because they go into this crown. But this is when you want to use your rose oil. Okay, anoint the crown with the rose oil. You want to use rosemary is excellent for stimulating the scalp, but it's also protective and healing. Cedarwood is also another one that's really good. It should always be anointed up here, anointed here. Okay. And I don't go into any store, especially right now, loved ones, please, lovelies, right now. If you're going into stores, getting grocery stuff, standing in lines, shopping for last minute stuff, cover your head. Okay. Because you're going in where other people are like, there's a reason why they showed us how Alien acts. He's always doing that extraction business. That's why you need to make sure you do a salt cleanse at the end of the day. Be careful of that. I had a friend that did that a lot, and she's not doing so hot right now. Her body is really getting hit. So you got to drop that. Okay. Don't be absorbing. You don't want to be absorbing. Don't. Especially now, because you don't know who or what you're absorbing. Careful of that. If someone's ill, they're not feeling good, you're absorbing that. Okay. That's the same with people who like to do energy vampire stuff. They like other people's energy, so they always want to make sure they can hang out in their space, hang out in their energy for so many hours because they're extracting from you. No, don't consent to it. I don't have no problem saying, oh, I'm sorry, I don't consent to blah, blah, blah's energy being in my energy. I don't consent to blah, blah, blah's energy being in my energy. We have to start saying that because it starts building you up stronger. Yes. Can't stand that. All right, lovelies. I will be here tomorrow. I'll do some more as above, so below reads because those are easy and straight to the point. They're not too heart shocking like. And please go take a look at my article. I left the info in the roll up so that you could take a look at what the cosmetic grandmothers are all about. So I'm only going to make 4 of them. And these 4 probably will be completed before the new year. And they will be the only ones I'll make for the rest of this year. Then the rest depends on what's available and how I want to make it. But be good to yourselves. Much love to you. Stay in your light. Take care of yourself. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are loved. Know that you are sovereign. You are divine. Okay. Know that the current is no longer current. The currency is no longer current. Okay. And just start really staying true in your power, your divine power, moving into that divine Heka of self. Okay. Much love to all of you. I'll see you tomorrow. Sleep well if you can get past 3. Be so light. Bye.